Hello, back in action, tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play XCOM 2 Long War with me, BlueAnkylo. So, I've pretty much loaded up my squad ready for this mission we found at the end of the last episode. It's a pretty important mission, although it might not be too difficult. We'll see. But yeah, this one stops the aliens from seeing a UFO after our ship, so pretty good. We've got lots of time to do it, so I sent the full squad. This is the Unpanicked. Lady Blue is in training, but we've got everyone else in here. We've gone for basically everyone has Predator armor and a laser weapon other than mag weapon on the Ranger. Couple armor-piercing rounds, Psi Operative with Neural Whip. I brought the Skulljack along just in case we feel like there's a good opportunity for it. You never know when the Shinobis might want to try something like that. Other than that, nothing else. We got, Talon rounds. We'll start getting more ammo types as we get further into it. I was thinking, I think I built one new exosuit here because we're out. But we built another one of those and I forgot to equip a rocket. It's my bad. I think I forgot to equip a Sten gun as well. We don't have any. Well, we might as well have a SMG with a suppressor on it. So Necron's not going to have a very good SMG. Now, I was thinking, unless we've got one ready, I could build him a better gauntlet. We only have so many supplies, but I could probably afford to get all the techs a better gauntlet. They're pretty good, and we've only got 2 now, so I definitely want a Gremlin Mark II for all specialists and a Gauntlet Mark II for all, words fail me, but all my technicals. I know I can build more mag rifles and stutter mags, but I'm actually kind of thinking of mostly skipping mag weapon tech, mostly, other than a couple specific weapons here and there as we find them. So yeah, with this, I'm pretty sure I showed you, right? It's gonna give us. You can look at all the specific stats. The main thing is the damage it's gonna go from 2 to 7, from 2 to 7 to 4 to 9, 4 to 8. So it's basically +2 damage. And that's about it. But +2 damage on, I believe, both your rockets and your flamethrowers. So +2 to minimum is nice. Although I suppose, now that I think about it, because it's only +1 to your max, if you take tandem, it might not be quite as good. Like, you're going from 7 damage to 8. But I mean, we'll probably still go that route anyway. Also, a reason to give you mag weapons would be shredding would be more effective, I believe. So I think mag weapons shred 2 armor, which would be a reason to give a stutter mag basically. But anyway, that's that squad basically set up. 2 rockets, 2 Gauntlet Mark II rockets will be more than enough for now anyway. That'll shred even more armor if you really. You think shredding 1 armor with your SMG is worth it? Just shoot a rocket. If you can get heat warheads on there, that'd be even better.
Ranger deployed.
Alright, so I think we'll have a mission ready to go pretty quick this episode, aka right now. So let's get this started. We do need to boost it, assumedly, and we've had commenters correct me here, but assumedly 59.2%, which you don't steal decimals, is enough to get over 100. So we must have had 59.9 or something. That's how we got to 104. Assuming something like that. I'm not going to do the math on camera. I could pull out the calculator and do it, but seriously. So, how you guys doing? Enjoying the series? We're up to episode 62. The long war is long, but things are accelerating. We're making a lot of progress, I feel, on the campaign because we finally got our Skulljack. We're getting our network infiltration. So that's good. There's still a lot of plot points to get through. And our research is kind of speeding up as well. We're getting our weapon tiers kind of quick here. We're going Meg, and we'll be on to Gauss before too long, and Plasma's only a hop and a skip and a jump from there. Alright, well, nice looking squad. I didn't really read too much about this mission, which is my bad. So we got Crazy Mo, he's our ninja. Shinobi. We got Shinga on Officer Spec. We got Cthulhu on sniping. We got Dave on tech with the double rocket. I don't think he has Gauntlet Mark II yet. But we do have a better... We got the exosuit. We've got Carl on guns. We've got Mike on ranging. Rangery Ranger, Stranger Danger. And, you know, we're just taking all of these psyops out on fun runs. I'm definitely enjoying having them, even if they're not the most strong unit in the group yet. They seemingly will get there. So, fairly straightforward. It's been a while since I've tried to sneak around one of these maps. I don't think we're going to be doing that. I do think as you get later in the game, the ability to do stealth missions kind of diminishes. So, you know, enjoy it in the early game, because I don't think this is a great time for it anymore. It's kind of annoying. A little bit of an invisible tree bug there. You would have thought they'd have fixed that at some point. But yeah.
Understood. Moving out.
Alright. Nothing. Oh! Oh, you know, that was an invisible person. We couldn't see them because hacks. I guess I'm glad I didn't try to move to that tree after all. Saved my life. Alright, just move a little bit closer.
That location.
I mean, that actually was quite fortunate. Interesting how invisible this person is. It's because I guess civilians don't like have that peek around the corners mechanic. But I just assume, right, like realistically speaking, how does Peter not see a basically straight line? This tree is not blocking this person, you know. I hope whenever they get around to XCOM 3, I hope they upgrade the tactical map so that vision makes a bit more sense. I understand, you know, you have to have cover work in a certain repeatable fashion. So you have to have, like, generic light and heavy cover around the map. Like, that's fine, so you can get used to that. You know, everything's in a grid, so stuff like that's just part of the game. But I feel like vision should be a little bit more fluid. Because realistically, this group, an entire group of people sitting on the road, and there's a person not even behind the tree, but like, in what world could you not see that person from any square, let alone all of the squares here? Yeah, I'll stop ranting, but I'm just saying, right? Like, you know what I mean.
Roger that.
It doesn't make logical sense. And I like me some logical sense. Okay, well, I'm not going to be brave enough to move up there yet. Also, that's a pretty nice car. Parking your car in this kind of neighborhood. Alright. Feeling. We've got lots of room to maneuver here.
Moving out.
By the looks of it. Let's just speed things along. Now that I've spent 5 minutes talking about people hiding behind trees, let's get this show on the road.
Go. Position confirmed.
Alright. There we go. We finally did our first turn.
Eyes on the prize.
Okay, good. So we found some enemies without waiting too long. Viper Serpens. Sidewinder, 2 Vipers. It's a reasonably strong group. Then we found a surveillance drone. Okay, that's nothing too scary. So, it would be nice, as always, to get the high ground. But unless there's basically no high ground, I'd have to, like, climb on top of the Advent Tower. That's hard. I suppose maybe if you had the grapple, you could jump on top of here, but you wouldn't get any cover for it, so. I could make the grapple armor, but I didn't. Alright, we're gonna go. This is a very similar looking map to that. See, last episode we had a building here. That's. The map is totally different because of procedural generation, though. I'm not trying to rag on them, but I wish there was more maps. We all wish there was more maps. Okay, well, let's move a little bit closer. Maybe we'll just rocket them next turn or something. Everybody loves rockets. Not Raymond, just rockets. Right.
Roger that.
Look at all these amazing cover.
Okay.
Billboards, they count as full cover. Why? Don't ask questions.
Closing on target position now.
Plasma rifles can't shoot through billboards. Should I hack? Well, the disorient is pretty powerful, but low odds. I could go with integrated comms just to disable this, I guess.
System infiltration in progress.
Just because it's 100%. I don't even remember what it does. It's probably not really worth it. On the other hand, it might let the specialist do really long-range combat protocols or commands. Maybe. That's pretty good, though. Anyway, we'll just go for the 100%. You can't fail 100 yet. I haven't seen it yet. If you guys remember my original Long War campaign for the first Long War, there was definitely a couple times where I had a 100% shot that we still missed.
I'm on it.
Those were my favorite.
Fire hoods.
Psyop. Let's just... Yeah, I'll move you up there.
Move, move, move.
Shinobi can stay there. Okay, we're good.
Scanning.
It's been a while since I fired a rocket. Oh, don't run away, snakes. I want to shoot you guys with some rockets. And then the cheating drone is coming straight at us. Probably going to spot somebody because it cheats. Well, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to get much closer to the Vipers because we're actually not quite caught. But the cheating drone, for whatever reason, they like... A good amount of the time, they seem to just know where your group is and they just zoom right at them, even though you're in concealment. And I know people think that that's not how it works, but I've definitely seen it. It's on camera. I recorded it. Okay, well, the snakes are heading towards a corner. There they are. I would just love to light them all on fire next turn. If they turn around and come back to their old spot, that would be so sweet. Keep in mind there is another enemy group out here somewhere. Lots of civvies over there. Fairly large map, though, I suppose. Yeah, we'll just leave Isaac over there. We'll move everybody kind of away from the drone for now. Yeah, let's get people over onto these trees for now.
Okay, been on Tavix. On the move.
We'll give up our steady weapon just to get away from there. Should have saved that spot for Mike. Thought he'd be able to move a bit further. Yeah, the drone's probably going to catch us pretty quick.
Got it, moving.
I would not trust that drone
Already there.
to just patrol back and forth, basically.
Affirmative, covering now.
I think he's just going to keep following us. Aw, come on, don't run away further. Come and play. These guys don't know where we are. They're just following a patrol path. It's this drone that's cheating. Well, it's only cheating if, after patrolling this way, it then turns and follows us. Alright, well. I know we're starting to sidetrack from the detonator, or from the data, but hey.
Position confirmed.
We're catching up with them. Now, it looked like they kind of got to here and turned, so I think either they're going to go this way or come back. I'm hoping they're coming back.
Orders confirmed. On the move.
Okay.
Heading to that location.
I suppose this might have been a good round for, you know, the old Iron Curtain.
Look at us.
Alright. I'm hoping next turn is a good turn for some shooting.
On my way.
Mike is definitely not the speediest, is he? 12? Actually, 12 is not bad. It's just, we've got a lot of people with high mobility, I guess. So, steady weapon, right? Get close enough to do some trickery next turn, maybe?
On my way.
Always nice to have some insanity on the team.
Overwatch.
And this is our shinobi, actually. I'm gonna use the shinobi to kind of look to the right, actually.
Objective here.
Well, that's good to know too.
Menace 1-5, this is Avenger. We have positive confirmation of
Well, we got close enough. I guess at this point we can just kill the snakes, hack this, and call for evac. Okay, so they went. Well, they might be close enough for some fire. I don't know. I think the fence is gonna save them. If this drone activates, catches us, I'll be very mad. It's basically following us. You see it, right? Like it curved. It started somewhere over here in the fog, came this way, sort of from where we started. It headed straight towards us, and as we moved along, now its path is changing to follow us, the center of our group. I'm not crazy. They do it. I'm not even going to consider any other choice. Dave, flaming it up. 1, 2, 3, no fire. 4, no fire, but great damage. And 1 panic. 2 more panics. They had a panic chain. They actually had a panic chain of some sort. Like, their morale failed or something. Because it happened at different times. That's great! That's the best flamethrower I've ever seen in Long War II. I'm just saying. It didn't even kill anything. But that is the best flamethrower I've ever had. No doubt. Ah, so much fun. And now they're just standing there out in the open. This is surprisingly close. Minus 12% for weapon range and you can still hit it? Well, whatever. I thought that would be way too close for the sniper, but apparently not. Alright, so, sheesh, this is like too easy. It's almost pathetic. I don't want to really use any of my special abilities here. Oh, this is one of our techs that has the little cloud of smoke. That's fun, too. Well, I mean, why don't you just clean up a couple snakes? Sure, I didn't like that fence, right? The good news is, by not destroying them with the flames, we will actually get the loot from killing them. Even if the spot is on fire, we don't lose the loot. So... Did he not kill 2? Did we miss one? Was there 5? No, he killed 2. Right. No. I was obviously not paying very good attention. I fail. Okay, what I think we do... Try to get vision on the still alive snake. Yeah, that'll do.
I'm on the move.
I was hoping to go hack this turn, basically. Surely there's another alien pod out here that's going to come running towards us. Hey, look! A chainsaw! Just pick that up if you need a new weapon. Suddenly we're, what's the name of that movie? The Undead, the Hordes. It's a really good movie. I think I could remember it. So are these both on fire, at least? Panicked and burning, that's pretty bad. And, panic, but not burning. So let's shoot the one that's not burning. Now doesn't have to worry about catching on fire. Clearly we helped it out. I don't think we're going to be able to get close enough to do the hack this turn. So we'll just move a little bit and pop this guy. Poor snake ladies. They really didn't have a good day. Okay, so Isaac, just move a little bit closer. You're my scout. Just please don't dare activate anything. I mean, I knew there'd be some more back there, so that's what I expected. If they don't come towards us, though, we're going to get out of here. Oh, I meant to call my Sky Ranger. Whoops. Should have called them that turn, honestly.
Fire's getting worse here.
What are you guys whining about? We started the fire. And it has always been burning. Alright, we can hack it from here. If we can hack it and not activate that group, then I'm fine. We have squad sight because we hacked that data tower. Isn't that fun? Alright. I wonder if we could have hacked the chest with squad sight. That would have been kind of cool. Looks like we can maybe get some bonus supplies from this mission. Always worth it. It's only small, but I'd rather have the ability to build stuff than a PCS we wouldn't have gotten anyway. That's a pretty much a no-brainer in my book. Unless you've got thousands of supplies just sitting there, you should probably go with that one.
We're in.
Alright. So, yeah, it was fun. It's a good mission. Pretty difficult. I'm surprised Dave is not immune to fire. Oh, I actually have someone who is immune to fire. Okay, this is just because I happen to have a character with Fortress. It's not hot. This is fine. That's awesome. I've never really taken advantage of that.
I'm sure the docs will want to see this.
I feel like, you know what? If I was a Scion, that might be an ability I want. The ability to become immune to fire, poison, and explosions. Just with your Psi powers. I feel like in practice that could be very valuable. Like, you're never gonna burn your hands on the stove when you're cooking? That sounds pretty good. The water from the hot water tap or the shower never burns your skin. No matter how high you turn it, just you don't get burned. You don't get never too hot.
On your order.
Pretty good ability. Probably be pretty handy if you want to be a firefighter for a job. Yeah, most firefighters might have to worry about that sort of thing. You wouldn't. We'll put the evac back here. I didn't get to use my rocket.
This is Firebrand. Evac request.
I should probably plan to rocket those guys next turn. We'll rock them.
Over there? Overwatch.
And just hang out over here.
On the move.
I mean, we've pretty much done it. It is going to take a while for us to get out. I should have called the evac a little bit earlier. But...
Got it covered.
Coming towards us? I'm gonna not activate or activate? Not activate. You can activate? Fine. 40% with SMGs. Pretty good. Alright, well we didn't kill it, but more importantly, are they in range? Oh, they're in range, mostly. Look, I don't even care if I destroy all their loot. I just... Oh, we blow up the... We already hacked it. I don't care about that. We've already downloaded it. There's nothing to lose. Do it.
Coming your way.
You know what I want, Dave. That was a terrible rocket. You had a one-tile scatter? How did you miss everything? I mean, you destroyed the wall. That's something. But how did he miss everything? Something's wrong. Alright, well, take the trooper out if you can. I mean, I was all happy about bringing Dave and his fancy new exosuit, and, you know, he got a really good flame, so I was thinking, sure, you know, you're pretty good with fire, maybe you can kill some Advent or something. Kinda let me down. Should probably be in full cover. What? How do we... So, you know, every now and then I just like to point this out. Standing in this square, we could see the drone. Moving over one square, which lets us move, which lets us lean here, we can't see the drone. Why? Well, I'm assuming, probably, that this tiny little, whatever you want to call it, shelf of groceries blocks sight of the flying drone. It can only be seen from this square here. I mean, mechanically, it's totally sound, clearly. So, I think they have a Rocketeer back there. Like, if the Rocketeer kills us all, I'm gonna be, like, pretty mad. This is, I mean, maybe this is the turn where having that incoming to prevent explosive damage, now's when we need it. It's the first time ever that I actually want it.
Moving to position.
Well, you have to kill the drone, I guess. At least we got that. Alright, now what? Sergeant, officer. Look, Peter, maybe he uses insanity and gets mind control on somebody. 54, huh? Well, if we were to mind control anything, I think the officer would be the most useful. And it's 1% more likely to happen. Even though he's already injured, but... we got a panic! That takes him out of the fight for a turn. Alright, we could command somebody. And you can see that guy. So what we could do is flashe over here. Stand here so we know we can be seen. And then we can use that to get out. Or possibly use that to go kill the Rocketeer that I'm scared about.
Position compromised.
Possibly we'll get a double slice. Good. That was a little bit lucky too. We only had 81%.
X-ray neutralized.
So we just gotta always roll with the punches. Sometimes you just gotta change your plan. Please tell me you have vision on. Please tell me you have... So, we were able to see the enemy that he attacked. We stood as much in the direction that you'd be visible from as I could possibly set it up. And now you're not in vision. I don't... This game. Did Mike have a shot? No, Mike couldn't see the Rocketeer, or I would have shot him with Mike. For sure, because he's flanked. I don't have any other... And I only get one... You only get one action out of command. Oh, you're kidding me. That Rocketeer should be dead, by the way. I had a perfect combo flesh attack. I can't believe the line of sight for command did not work. Alright, well, we're lucky that he didn't use a rocket. Because if he'd used a rocket, I'm not sure what I would have done. If everyone had died or something. Like, if we had lost, like, all 4 of these people to a rocket or something weird, I don't know what I would have done. So, what you want to do now? Well, seeing as Dave failed his last rocket, he's got to try again. Don't blow any of us up. Thank you. That was an acceptable rocket. Now, basically, this is not a load-bearing wall, clearly, because there's some pretty heavy-duty concrete just floating there now, basically. But that's fine. The aliens have advanced construction techniques. It was in the design specs, I'm pretty sure. So everything worked out. I was getting upset over nothing. But, I mean, seriously, the alien the heavy rocketeer could have probably launched a rocket at us. And the fact that it didn't is just, I mean, it's just luck.
Heading out.
So, you don't have a very good shot. $84%, eh? That's all we needed. Actually, he probably just straight up missed and hit him with a grazing fire bonus shot. That's what I would expect.
On your order.
Alright, well, I think we're done. It's been kind of a silly mission.
Fire shots. Reloaded. Covering now.
It's been fun. Yeah, it's definitely been fun. Just been a little bit, only mildly agonizing. That's all. I'll just give it a mildly agonizing rating.
Got it.
Let's just get everyone back in evac position.
On the move. I can handle that.
We got to see some new psi abilities. That's the first time we've used our fire immunity. That was pretty fun.
This is Firebrand. It's time to go.
So we could stick around and fight some more reinforcements. I'm not going to mess around, though. Let's get out of here.
I'm gone.
It was a good mission altogether. I don't think anyone got hurt. Did we take any damage at all?
Avenger, this is Firebrand.
I think we pretty much had them. That flamethrower on the Viper really set the tone. And then the first rocket on that group was a little bit lackluster. I'm not sure what happened. It had like a less than one scatter, I thought, and then it didn't blow up anywhere near where I was targeting the way it looked. So I'm not sure if it's my misunderstanding or maybe maybe there's still some fuzzy code with rocket scatter distance, even though I thought I understood how it worked. Maybe sometimes when it says one tile scatter, it's actually it's averaging one, so maybe sometimes it's 2 or 3 and sometimes it's 0. I don't know. I don't know if I've ever seen a rocket land on target, honestly. It always scatters a little bit. Which is interesting, like, the grenades are so powerful because they don't scatter at all. Maybe they should, actually. Because grenades would certainly bounce left and right, you know. Almost more than a rocket would go on target, I would feel. If your grenade has to bounce, you're playing a dangerous game if you're bouncing it on, like, grass.
I wondered how the new gear would hold up, Commander. Looks to me like it's working out just fine.
Is that the first time we took an exosuit out, maybe? Blade Storm? Sure. Alright, we've got a lot of people that need psi training. We got 35 supplies from that hack, and some loots. Cool. So, assumedly, we can let a little bit of time pass. We got that mission out of the way pretty quick for today's episode. That's nice. So we've got... I mean, theoretically, I should probably get this network tower started, too. Workstation's on the way. The black site coming. I've had this network tower sitting around. We've got quite a few squads not doing anything, and you do get a reward out of it. These are scary missions, but if I've got a good group of 5, maybe we should just get it out of the way. Like, noob tube's ready to go, you know. I don't even need a full squad for it. I think we'll send glitched because... No, we want the specialist. Yeah, alright, we'll send noob tube, or at least some of them. So, priorities are specialist, shinobi, sharpshooter, and then ranger, probably, and gunner? Because the gunners get an AoE at least, and quite valuable for their light 'em up, or not light 'em up, the hail of bullets. Even though it did get nerfed, I think that's still the best choice. Assaults are certainly good, but we've already got 1 sort of close combat. 2, the way I like to play these missions, I don't think another assault is the right choice. So then you're down to rockets, which are consumable. Ranger gets to shoot for the entire mission, or grenades, which are also consumable. Like, that's the problem, is you run out. Now, a psyop is also not terrible, because their abilities are reusable as well. Would that be better than a ranger, the ability to do insanity and soulfire? I think if we had a high-level psyop, I would probably go with them. but we don't yet. So instead we'll bring probably just the Ranger. Because the double shot is certainly valuable. So let's get these guys geared up quick. Should not take very long. Predator armor ready to go. Arc blade ready to go. Don't really care about anything else, so that's fine. Unless we had access to a tack vest for him. We could give him 10 HP. But he's supposed to be in concealment for most of the mission. That's the goal. Oh, you know what? Do I have a... I do have a mobility guy. Okay, let's give him this one. There you go. That'll help. Potentially help him zip to the hacking station. Alright, Shinga. Got your armor. Got better gremlin. Got a med kit. Smoke. Let's give you the Sten guns. I think we'll have to strip some armor out, or weapons. Fortunately, we have to do this almost every time. We don't have any of those ready to go. You just have a laser rifle. Probably just going to end up planting ourselves on a high ground building and just shooting away from there anyway. Got Karl Bauer. Blowing everything up. Oh, we're out of armor? We'll definitely build some more armor. Do I need 1 or 2 or 3? Or did I not click the button for armor? Just didn't want to craft more if I didn't need it. No, we definitely need some armor. Okay. Well, like I said, I'm pretty much okay with building a full set of Predator armor for the entire group, so... When we've got the supplies, might as well keep building it. We don't have enough... Like, the enemies are doing too much damage. Even 8 HP is not all that much anymore. This is why I want the tack vest as well before much longer. In fact, I am going to build one of these. We only have so many muton corpses. But I want it on the Shinobi in case we do end up using him for deadly, dangerous missions. As in, he breaks stealth at some point. But at this point, he's pretty tanky. So even if we put him in a super dangerous position, he has a reasonable chance of surviving it. I feel like that's the smart way to play it. And we're going to go with... to craft some more, that's fine. Luckily, I've got a few supplies to play with here. Just going to build a couple more. I suppose if you had a hacking plan, giving the Rangers the red screen rounds would be a reasonable option. Because you could hit an enemy twice, potentially, and then use your hacking to take them over. But you'd also do a lot of damage. Oh, also, by the way, this is the one I believe I was saving the depth perception for. Which, on the next mission, might be very helpful. Alright, and... is there anything else? We're pretty much set up. It's a pretty easy squad to build up, honestly. Do I want more armor piercing, or do I want aim? Actually, at this point, we've already got such good aim. Armor piercing is probably the right choice. Oh, and also your armor. Couldn't tell it. You couldn't see on his suit. But everyone's got Predator armor. One person has a tack vest. The Shinobi. We got a med kit. We got some smoke. A couple flashbangs. Got another smoke. That's fine. Alright. 5 days isn't that long. I figure getting this out of the way is probably good. At least while we've got a little bit of downtime. Try to rush this before anything else comes up, basically. And as always, I can cancel it if I need to.
Ready to deploy.
Not that I've really done that very much on this campaign, but technically, don't forget, you can always cancel your infiltrations if something more important pops up. Like maybe a UFO attacks your Avenger. Alright, good. We're getting all of our PsyOps trained. So we've got a couple more we can pick. I do think Solus is probably worth picking up here. Although this guy's getting to a higher level, so some of the better abilities are coming quicker. But I'm really thinking Solus is going to be really strong. And that's not that valuable. Anything else maybe worth earlier? So yeah, slower Solus. Okay, because they're a lower level. Yeah, let's get the quick Solus so we can keep training people and sending them out on more missions. Maybe Stasis after that if we can get it. Oh, also, we just did a mission. Before I forget. That was... Who just did that mission? The problem is when I send another group out and then I've forgotten who it was. Who was that? That was Dave. Those hemorrhoids. I remember the technical. That was probably... the one that I just sent out again? So, NoobTube? Yeah. Alright, so this mission... These guys just had a fun mission. I think we're at episode 62. I can correct it later. This was data hack. Best flames ever. That's fine. Capital V. Because you have to have ever. That's perfect. Okay, good. So that's done. And I'm not missing anything yet. Back in base. We actually have not passed a whole lot of time. All these missions last couple episodes.
Strategic resource.
Alright, a little bit of alloys. Nothing too special. So, intel. Should I make contact? We don't need to spend intel on this mission unless we want to do it early. We don't need to spend intel on this one. We don't need to spend intel on this one. So I could spend 80 intel. It's still dangerous because theoretically another mission will pop up that needs the intel to do it, and I don't like to be less than 25. So it's probably not in our best interests. Let me just double check the HQ. Yeah, no one's in hiding that shouldn't be. So I think for now we're just going to scan. I know we get like half of our effectiveness on scanning, but just going to go scan down here. There's no missions in New Chile right now. Maybe we can find something to do. We've recruited West Asia and New Australia, and there's a mission. So, hold on. West Asia. So did I get a scientist or a soldier or something, I guess? I think we're going to stop putting people on recruit here for now. Now, also, in case you're wondering, if you don't like the maximum workers in an area to be 13, the maximum, usable soldiers, you can actually change that in the INI. It's really easy. There's a line for max Haven rebels per Haven. You can definitely change that. So New Indonesia, I mean, I'm expecting some of these to be spies, really, but... Alright, we're going to switch at 8. We're going to go 6 and 2. Because I got to keep getting missions. Feel like that's... It's a very strange balance trying to keep soldiers coming in and also still get good missions. It's good. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like the mechanic. That's only 2 days. This is nice. This is actually kind of handy because like this is how you get free Haven soldiers without having to recruit them. Should we try? 2.5 days. Extremely light, but we get, well, 2 rebels out of it. We'd probably have to go stealth mode. See how the time's looking once we're getting close here. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's probably not going to work, is it? I'm thinking maybe the specialist would help enough that it would... you could go specialist plus shinobi. No, it did not help enough. I don't think we're going to do it. I like the 2 rebels. I like the fact that it's fairly easy. But I don't like the fact that I have to spend intel to do it. And we don't get intel back. So we're going to not do that. If I'd found out about that like even 1 or 2 days earlier, maybe would have done it. Alright, hold up. I don't know. A bunch of those changed. We keep getting West Asia recruits. It keeps saying. And I know even if you don't have anyone assigned to recruit, your soldier does find some eventually as well. So nothing changed there? I don't even know what happened. So did I get... I mean, I keep getting all these pop-ups, but like, did I get another scientist? I think I was already at 7. I think I was already at 10. I expect probably all that's been happening is that they're just adding to our recruitable pool. It's kind of annoying they don't just join you, honestly, but I think this list just... I think the last time I looked at it, it stopped at Zoe, and we've had 4 new recruits show up here since then. Unfortunately, it's 10 supplies, which I don't feel is worth it, and they're all rookies. They're not even squaddies, so... I'd rather just spend the 30 or 40 to buy sergeants at the black market. Nothing we could possibly do about that one. And good, we got Solus. Let's keep training up these Psi guys. So do we want another 6-day Solus or a 10-day Stasis? Or do we want Soul Steel or 10-day Stasis? Well, this guy will probably go for Stasis. I don't think that's going to matter too much. Unless, like, the only way I would pick Soul Steel is if it lowered the cooldown on Soulfire. If it was -1 to the cooldown, I'd probably take it just for the cooldown, but it doesn't come with that. Well, let's go Solus, because once all the Psi operatives have that, I can start relying on it a little bit more. So we know that we're protected as long as they're in the middle of the group. So yeah, Rookie available, and then 2 Haven Rebels. I was able to see it that time. So yeah, Chili. Let's give you 6 and 3. Yeah, 6 intel I feel is like the minimum to be somewhat useful. So we got to get to... We just got to get more people. All right, so that was 2 more rebels. Good, good. Do we have? So we're gonna counter that. We're not gonna be able to counter that, I bet you, and I bet you we don't get to stop this either. Most of the dark events are just impossible to stop. I'm still waiting for this to go away. That's gonna take a while. Still waiting for that to go away as well. And I think the money one has disappeared. Yeah. Look, so it was just an episode or 2 ago. I was talking about how we were getting terrible supplies. And that was because we had a dark event giving us 50% of our supplies. So now that that's gone, we're getting much better monthly income. I still am not sure if these are protected from Haven. As soon as I'm sure, I will pull the soldier and I'll give them an engineer and I'll give them a 20% boost. So we could be getting... We could theoretically be getting over 1,000 per month just from these 2, which is kind of what we need. We need a ton of supplies. But, we're not there yet. Yeah, we decided to skip that. Alright, we got Shredder rounds. Shreds armor. Woo! I mean, it does what it says it does. And, can I do any more Proving Ground projects right now? I could! We can do almost everything, actually. I could probably find expanded magazines to do. So what's the next priority? Gas grenades are basically poison in a larger area than most normal grenades. In fact, I think these have approximately a flashbang's radius, maybe not quite that big. It's pretty good. Incendiary, I don't know. Flame. If you light things on fire, that's pretty strong, though, because they can't shoot. Needle rounds, I don't think I like too much. Should probably be going for plasma grenades, honestly. Battlefield medicine will want eventually, but how often are we even using our medkits to heal at this point? The plasma grenades will give them like +2 damage or so to all grenades. Theoretically, we can get a better grenade launcher pretty soon, and then our grenadiers will be... Like, our rocketeers just got 2 upgrades. New extra rockets and a better gauntlet. This will sort of help progress our grenadiers as well. Although I'm not happy about... it's like, you know... I'll do it, though. I'll do it. Who do you think I am? I'll do it. I probably should have just gone for some, like, scope upgrades or something, but... Get your plasma grenades here, everybody. Alright, East Africa got someone new. Bam, look at this. I'm figuring it out. I am glad I figured out how to pause on recruit finally. Someone was probably yelling at me for like 10 episodes. Alright, lead by example. Probably forgot to put more officers in the trainer as well. Who's next? Charlie, you've been waiting around for training. Lead by example. There you go. Anybody else want to be trained? No officers available. Okay. Look at all the progress we're making here at the end of the episode. Illyrium's almost done. Iron Skin is done. Alright, that's melee protection for all robots. So try not to do too much Fusion Blade flashes on the robots if you get this dark event. I still don't know if it should just... Well, I agree with the anonymous British squatty, but we do get pretty cool swords. And you can't really sword the sectopods anyway, so that was never... Well, I might let this go a little bit longer. But yeah, a lot of the really strong mechanicals, melee was not an option in the first place. So there we go, we've researched Illyrium. Or Illyrium. Mostly just lets us, you know, research more stuff. Powered armor is really, like, that's your end game armor. But that stuff gets expensive. There we go. So that's how we start training our PsyOps quicker. That's nice. This lets our power improve. So, yeah. Yeah, this is the perfect time for alien encryption. You know, according to... I was looking it up. According to the website, the Wikipedia, I did not need advanced mag weapons for Gauss tech, but it's looking like I do, which is fine. We'll get there. I do have this facility lead, but it costs intel. And I don't want to waste that right now, but let's get the plot moving.
I foresee a number of valuable applications stemming from this technology. I'll have a report assembled as soon as the
just for interest's sake, how expensive is this going to be? An Illyrium conduit is 80 supplies, and it will get us 11 power. I think we're basically going to be able to power the entire base off of one power relay. And that's freaking awesome. So, we need another sectoid corpse, a little bit more supplies, and some more power, and we can go double psi. That's not a huge priority, but we'll get there. Because I think I have enough psionic troopers for one for each squad right now. I think. They keep getting, but yeah, I do have enough for one for each at this point. They keep getting unassigned is all. Alright, well let's, almost done. East Africa, New Brazil. We're recruiting like madmen. East Africa, I don't see anything. New Brazil, we got one for sure. So you know what? Their strength has been steadily decreasing here. They started at 8. Maybe it's time to start looking at missions in New Brazil. No. I'm currently working on... this is actually really good. The fact that it's going down. We're doing that black site in New Brazil, which is probably getting close. And every time the strength goes down, it means this mission is going to be just a little bit easier. Look at this. It's down to light moderate. This was going to be like swarming originally. And it's not even 100%. That'll go down to like light. Oh yeah, that's great. So that's coming up pretty soon. That's really nice, honestly. And then maybe once we've done that, I will switch to intel mode here, and that'll be another strong haven. Yeah, that's... Okay, that's morale booster there. Alright, we should probably pick another person for the AWC. Don't be lazy. We're going to do it from this screen because it's a little bit quicker to figure it out, I feel. Okay, nothing useful. Resilience is reasonably good. They're not going to crit you. Yeah, we'll just give it to him. Basically, at this point, if I see a 4-day AWC upgrade that's relatively useful, we should probably just pick it and then not spend too much time thinking about it. Resilience is just a flat minus 50 to crit chance for enemies. It means even if you're flanked, they probably won't crit you, which is that's pretty strong. And even through cover, it basically makes it confirmed. Alright, got another mission. It's not good, though. Dang it, 2 days? Barely 3, not even 3 days. We've got 6 people on intel, we've got the Sky Ranger here, and I know it's only scanning at half strength, but we still only get 2 days? You just have a look. I don't think this is going to be a great idea, but I just want to see. So I'd have to spend intel. I could try 1. I mean, I'd love to get a free soldier. Extract VIP. We could try to do a stealth mission. Do we have the conceal ability yet? We're gonna do it! Okay, we haven't had a chance to try a stealth mission with conceal before. This is ridiculous. We're gonna get this guy killed. All I need to do is give you a suppressor. You don't need any of these extra items. And you'll be under time. I mean, honestly, just give you more mobility is probably good. You get into combat, you're dead. You're not shooting anything. I don't suppose I've got a better... Yeah, I've got an advanced suppressor. That just helps a little bit. It'd be nice if we had a sim for you. Fortunately, I don't have any mobility ones ready. So, it's been a while. It's been a while. We've actually got the infiltration down quite a long ways for 1 soldier. I don't suppose we've got like an elite suppressor anywhere. Alright, you know, I'm going to do it again. It's always a pain to clean up. But if I can find an elite suppressor, it would be just tip of the iceberg. No elite suppressors available. Alright, that's fine. Nah. Yeah, okay. If he does get into combat, he's not going to be fighting so much as trying to run away. I'll at least give him some armor. So you can keep your HP and your ablative points. If I had enough, I would give you a attack vest as well. But instead, yeah, you're not going to get into melee. So yeah, this should be fun. He can probably get it down to very light, so there's going to be like 12 aliens. He's got to sneak past them, grab the assault. He can reconceal after he, like, you'll lose concealment to hack the door. Then he can go back into concealment to escape. The assault just has to get out of there, but maybe, I don't know. Just try it. Just try it. Alright, I think I'll do one more event, and then we'll probably call this an episode. We got a couple more people. South Africa's starting to fill up. Probably put them on intel soon. Nobody else is ready to go. No new scientists or anything. It's hard to tell where you're... Like, you see all those pop up. It's hard to see just where they go. Avatar probably gets another step. Still, Avatar's in control. Don't stress out about this. We've got missions on the run that are going to drop that down soon. I can tell you where that's from. That's just 3 points there, plus some amount in the black site. Oh look, plasma grenades. We get one. So, I mean, we've actually let like quite a few days go by without any missions, so that's fun. I like that. It's nice to get a bit of progress. So at least we start with 1 plasma grenade, and we can potentially build more once we get some supplies. They're pretty high priority for the grenadiers, I'll say. So plasma grenades, only 10 supplies. Like, that's pretty cheap. So we'll probably want to make sure all our grenadiers have at least 1, so they can double it into 2, basically. Can we see exactly how much more damage? I'm just curious, like, how much better these are. I forget. So, like, if we find a grenadier... Apparently they're not getting a lot of levels up because I don't use them quite as often. Maybe once we got some better grenades, you know. So frags are 2 to 5, and everything else should be the same. Maybe shred will go up. Yeah, so we double the shred, and we do about 2 more damage on average. 2 to 3 damage on average. The radius doesn't go up or anything. But more shredding is great, and more damage. And we will get better grenade launchers, which have which I believe come with a range and a radius bonus. And one day, like, just to look forward to it, I'll probably be taking Volatile Mix. I figure you can pick 2 extra tiles of range, or you can pick 1 extra tile of radius. Which means, even if you pick this, there's only a 1 tile range difference, right? Like, if this can fire 2 tiles away, but this one gets 1 extra tile of radius, you know what I mean? Like, it's almost the same in radius for max range. It's almost the same for max range, but you also get the extra AoE. With tandem warheads, that's pretty good. Of course, if I'd been smart and gone heat warheads, we could pierce and shred more armor on mechs, which might have been the right choice. But tandem is fun, and with volatile, it stacks. Ghost grenade is cool. That's the force conceal on anybody. But I don't know. Combat engineer is what we need to finally destroy cover. Master sergeant's really difficult. Extra grenades is nice. More grenades. Being able to throw 2 grenades in a turn, that's pretty good. Are grenades maybe finally destroying cover? Maybe the best thing of them all, but it's hard to say. Anyway, I think that's all we're going to do. So I don't really have any supplies at all anymore. We are still a fair ways from the supply drop, so much for building all that armor and stuff. But I had things to research. The next Proving Ground project will probably do some of the cheap, start getting some of these out of the way. They're only like 30 supplies or 20 supplies each. We'll try to get the entry-level tech for all of these. We'll get medicine at some point. I mean, there's a ton of stuff, clearly, so we'll get to that. Alright, folks, so thanks for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed. I had a pretty good episode. I feel like that was a lot of fun. We got a lot of progress. And although it's been 62 episodes, we've probably been doing this for 2 months, I feel like we're making some more progress lately than we have in the past. You know, we're not at the end of the tech tree by any step, but we can see it. You know where it is, right? Like, powered armor is basically the final tier of armor for most of your dudes. It will unlock better armor for specialty suits like psionics and techs, but for your average dude, that's going to be your best armor. We still need mag weapons, Gauss weapons, and plasma, but, you know, we're close. There's not much else to research, clearly. Like, the tech tree isn't very big, really, when it gets right down to it. There's probably a few more autopsies. In fact, there's a fair number of aliens we haven't even seen yet, but our research is, like, staying ahead of it, right? Like, we're not falling behind, in my opinion. I'm really glad we got a reasonable number of scientists and a fully stocked lab. I think that was, like, good decision-making on my part. Anyway, that's enough. We're over an hour again. Basically just decided to make these an hour long every time so that we can do a full mission. Thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed. And I will see you next time for more of The Long War.